What is your advice to the next generation of men in the world?
Same advice men have been given forever, and yet never seem to get. Don't stick your in crazy.
Maintain your friendships, practice stepping outside your comfort zone, maintain a mild level of physical fitness, and don't buy into gender war nonsense.
Be the change you want to see in the world. Lead by example and show the next generation that it's okay to not always be okay.
Don't waste time on toxic relationships, but do make time for the good ones.
Don't marry unless the divorce law in your country is fair to men.
Learn from our mistakes. Don't it up.
Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Learn to fix things yourself, so you don't have to pay someone a selfless attitude towards others.
Don't take advice from women or from any man that you don't want to end up like.
Control your emotions or they will control you.
Dropping gems. My advice to the next generation of men in the world is to strive to be the best version of yourself that you can be. Respect yourself and others, be kind and compassionate, and don't be afraid to take risks and challenge yourself. Embrace diversity and different perspectives, and strive to be a leader who can inspire and motivate those around you. Most importantly, always remember that you are capable of making a difference in the world.
Don't put women on a pedestal. They may seem like they are angels who can help us, but better off focusing on yourself. Build the man you want to be. The right woman will find you if it's meant to be. Don't value yourself on the women you get.
Sometimes crazy doesn't reveal that it's crazy until it's too late. See.
Don't rush into marriage because it makes sense, or because others push you to do it. It's okay to be 30 plus and have not been married yet. Too many people get married young and regret it.
Stay off social media. It's so beneficial for your mental health. You stop seeing what everyone else is posting and comparing yourself to them, and you stop seeing every single thing in the news as the end of the world and seeing people who disagree with you politically as a lot more relaxed and enjoyable without Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and everything else.
Develop a vetting process. Don't put your in strangers either.
Don't let women tell you how to be a man.
Look at what happened to Anakin Skywalker.
Crazy is the best lay you'll ever get, and you'll ever regret.
Mental health is important. Don't be afraid of seeking help.
But I'll also add, be the change. We still need to fight for fair wages and fair treatment in the workplace. I am a very pro-union person. I am a union-skilled tradesman, and if that's what it takes to make your workplace better, safer, and to get better wages, then go ahead and fight. Greater than don't put your in strangers either. If I get her name before we she's not really a stranger, right? Please say yes asterisk.
The last one especially. There is a lot of utter nonsense about dating and relationships being spread around online these days.
Don't take advice from women on how to be a man.
Be nice to each. Everything needs to be it's not women's job to take care of your emotional well-being. But get away from women who actively harm yours.
Related, if you enter the trades, your body is your biggest asset. Don't do silly things, particularly early in your career, that may cut your career short. There are people in their 40s who had to retire high-paying trades into lower-paying jobs because they were dumb or macho. If someone makes fun of you for taking care of yourself, them, they aren't who you should be listening to anyway. Specific examples: hearing protection, respirator, mask for concrete dust, ink, demo, welding, mold, AL, steel toe, that broken foot may heal but not fully recover, knee pads, without you can quicken knee degradation that even surgery won't fix.
If you want to be great at anything, you need to get used to being uncomfortable.
Don't let society tell you what is being a man. Carve your own path on being a man.
Respect women as human beings deserving of dignity, but also do not put them on a pedestal and delude yourselves into thinking they aren't capable of abuse and malice. Make platonic friendships with women without ulterior motives. Do not feel entitled to relationships, and do not think you need a romantic or partner to live a fulfilling life.
When I stopped using TikTok, I felt a lot more relaxed.
There is no soulmate, just people more compatible than others.
Learn how to say no and mean it. Set boundaries and don't be worried about what other people think about it. The only person you have to deal with for the rest of your life is yourself, so having your own peace, comfort, and self-respect will be worth more than anything.
It's because the angry has a microphone and it's convenient to check. Just take a peek at what they're saying and #X200B. In other words, what is said in this is very true, especially the last part where she talks about writing in a dark.
I notice this when I have trades out to do work. The younger guys wore all sorts of PPE. The last crew I had on my roof actually set up harness ropes.
And especially Reddit. Stay out of Reddit.
Mild level? No man has the right to be an amateur in the matter of physical training. It is a shame for a man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which his body is. Socrates, maybe.
I really hate how many men put women on pedestals.
Read books.
Indeed, took me too long to figure this out. But it's never too late. Keep lifting bro's biceps. Don't be simpin', be just. Just treat women like people, like you'd treat men. Try to make friends with people. The rest will follow.
Yup, and that's why I'm lifting 3 to 4 times a week and doing Thai kickboxing. Love the way my body is transforming.
I agree with this sentiment, but I would change the wording of your emotions or they will control you. I say it's better to process emotions because controlling them is too broad. How does one exert control over an emotion? Suppress? That won't work. Suppressed emotions just turn into physiological responses to stress. Increased cortisol leads to higher blood pressure, poor hormonal responses in other areas, and overall lack homeostasis in the body. Processing emotions generally involves feeling them and working through them. This relieves the stress response and fosters better physical health.
Don't be afraid to be a man. It's okay to want to lift weights, drive fast cars, go camping or other stereotypical masculine activities. Too large a population of men have been pacified by the narrative of toxic masculinity and discouraged to do things that make them men. There has never been a time where testosterone levels are lower and depression higher in men. Then they are not allow the world to bully you into abandoning the pursuit of being a. I think what I was saying was misinterpreted. I was not saying the above activities are the only indicators of being a man. That would be idiotic. My implication was that classical masculine activities need to stop being demonized and that the demonization of masculine traits has led to the declining quality, both physical and social, in the men we see today.
Man, it sucks, but it's the only way. I used to be a bottle it up type, and it really came to bite me later. Even being as young as I really prolong your suffering, and it ends up hiding some problems from yourself over time. Then you don't even know why you feel.
This one I have yet to master.
Reach out to your buddies. I know there's a level of friendship where you don't speak for years, and when you finally do, it's as though you're just picking up where you left off, but sending a text, email, voicemail, or Discord message will make a bro feel good. It could make a world of difference for a homie going through a tough time in silence, which I know a lot of guys do. I'm guilty of it because I felt like it would make me a burden to my friends, so I get it. A real friend is someone who will go through bad and good times with you.
The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now. I love that because it's a call to action. Keep chasing it, my man.
I would say the exact opposite. I see way too much pressure to be a real man. The answer to depression issues isn't to tell young men to do manly things. It's to let people do what makes them happy. Do you like to lift weights? Great. Do you like to wear makeup? Great. All men are different and it's up to each individual to decide what being a man means to them. A woman who lifts, drives, and camps is still a woman, and man who does none of those is still a rise of people like Tate and Crowder have done far more harm to young men than discouraging toxic behavior.
This is so true. I know this part may be controversial, but marriage shouldn't be based on love. Love can wax and wane over time. Marriage should be based on compatibility and whether or not the couple can support each other and grow together. Marriage is difficult and you don't want someone who will abandon you when life gets tough.